Welcome back. I have Avalanche up on the stage. D2, they won 3rd place, correct? All right, so how are you guys feeling?
We feel great. We just want to thank our sponsor, Jim from Long Live. We want to thank Eclipse. We wouldn't have been able to do it without shooting your guns. GI, your paint's amazing. Raza, the jerseys are sick. We just want to represent for everybody who helped us out. We made it, and we're going to come to Chicago to take first. Let's get it. Good job, boys.
Good job, guys. Do you have a chant or anything that you want to do?
Yeah, on 3 team, on 3 family. 1, 2, 3, team! 1, 2, 3, family!
Congratulations, guys.
Watch my beard.
So welcome back here to the D1 final matchup. DC Devastation taking on Revo. We've seen Revo in this position before. Revo, dominant team, man. Past couple years, constantly seeing them in divisional ranks and playing for the playing in these final matchups. And DC Devastation, their first year here in D1, finally making a final in only the 2nd tournament, Todd.
Yeah, and DC Dev losing one body on the break, coming out here to the snake side. And they did shoot a body from Revo on the snake side as well. And he gets a minor penalty because he didn't come off the field. So 3 bodies left alive for Revo. Over here in the snake corner, 2 in the Dorito tower. And attacking up the middle right there. You see DC Devastation up in that A fortress, looking underneath the A to see what he can find. 3 bodies alive. Stephen Bright and Sam Haynes walk off for DC Dev as well, so 3 on 3 now.
Yeah, so DC Devastation at the 50-yard line right now. They've lost 2 bodies, lose Stephen Bright and Sam Hayes. Brandon Rabikoff, Philip Swanson, and Alexander Rudolph are alive. And here comes Revo, able to get into Snake 1. That's definitely going to help slow the attack of DC Devastation in that center, because he's not going to be able to get too far past that 50-yard line with that guy in that position. As you can see right there, or right on the right-hand side of your screen, as soon as that guy comes around. But I don't think Ingram knows he's there. There you can see DC Devastation in the 50-yard line.
Yeah, looking straight ahead. Up in that A. He's got control of that Dorito side. It's just whether or not anybody wants to play him. Sitting up over the top of that. Got to be a little cautious, though, as well. Pounding the inside of that Dorito side tower of Revo. Revo in Dorito 1, or DC Devastation in Dorito 1 and the Snake side temple. There's Ingram on your screen right there in Snake 1 for Revo.
And then now DC Devastation making their move into Snake 1 themselves. The referee is going to get in there and check him out, though. Looks like he's clean. Oh, I don't know. Referee's going to scour the other side of him.
That's actually Luigi right there for DC Devastation in Snake 1. Bumping across and maintaining the field position for DC Devastation. Doing a good job to get out there. Now he's in much better position to protect his teammates up there in the A and try and put some pressure across the field in that tower. Oh, Ingram, he gets put in, and there goes a body for DC Devastation, losing their A player. So just 2 bodies left alive now for DC Devastation. 1 over there in the Dorito 1. There you see gun battling out of that Dorito tower is Revo. There's Luigi on your screen right there. in Snake 1, trying to clean out his barrel. I think both DC Devastation players might be breaking some paint right now. It just dropped like another 5-10 degrees out here, I swear.
It's been getting colder and colder throughout the afternoon, and what that does is starts to affect the paint. And not so much the players. It's not that cold, so it's not like the players are going to be worrying about that at all. But what it does is paintball is very sensitive to temperature changes, and if it's, it's been wet, but it hasn't been cold. Yeah. So
sometimes you go out and you go grab the really brittle paint because it's hot outside, and then the temperature drops, and all of a sudden you're breaking paint in your gun.
So that is that Luigi Piranglini?
Mm-hmm.
So Luigi into Snake 1. And he's in a good position right now, but Ingram right at the 50-yard line. It looks like the player left alive. Yeah, so Luigi, good spot. Is that Brandon Rabikoff alive?
I think that is over there.
Yeah, so Brandon Rabikoff's in a good position to look over Luigi. Luigi's in a good position to look in front of Brandon. But the players for Revo are basically hiding over there on the D side of the field. Their player over here on the Snake side is in a good spot. So the ball is definitely in the court of whoever's in D1 right now for Revo.
Yeah, nobody's really looking at him. Luigi can't really get a ball off.
Yeah, Luigi's been fighting.
And Luigi does get a ball off into the back center. It's a 2-on-2 now.
Yeah,
as Luigi pops up and shoots the Dorito Tower player.
What an awesome shot by Luigi, having some problems breaking some paint, but then bam, gets that shot after he squeegeed. So now it's a 2-on-2 situation. Huge kill for Luigi Piranglini.
And now Luigi shooting across the field, trying to protect his teammate. Ingram right in front of him. You see the bunker shaking, kind of popping out a little bit on the right side of your screen for Revo. There you see Luigi continuing to break paint.
Look at Brandon Rabikoff, big move. No one sees him. Brandon Rabikoff assassinates the last player left alive over there. I think he might have got picked up cross field. Luigi can drop the hammer right now. Piranglini definitely can make this move as Ingram is completely committed, and he has to stay on Brandon Rabikoff. It is Piranglini's move, and then Piranglini's going to come around and get smoked by Ingram, but then Ingram immediately gets smoked by Brandon Rabikoff. Great teamwork by Brandon Rabikoff and Luigi Piranglini. All right, so, wow, awesome job by Devastation to go up one here. Really long point there. This game brought to you by Empire Paintball and Key Action Sports. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly down in the awards ceremony.
Oh man, that was an intense point played on the field. We were watching from here, but right now I have New England Avalanche. They won 3rd place in D1. Congratulations. How are you guys feeling?
Doing good. It was awesome. Doing great. Awesome tournament. A lot of teamwork. I got to thank Jim from Long Live. I want to thank Lux and, of course, GI. The paint shot amazing. And we got to thank some players up here, man. Guys, thank you. Let's do this.
Do you guys have a chant?
Big Russ. Yeah, Big Russ on 3. That's what we're doing. Sorry, Jesse. 1, 2, 3, Big Russ!
Congratulations, guys. We will see you in Chicago. Yes.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about percentages.
Thanks, guys.
Some summer fun this year. Join the JT First Shot Challenge, Saturday, June 21st at the Chicago PSP Open. It's only $75 per team, and all of your gear and equipment is included. This event is all ages 9 and up and requires no experience. There will be prizes for 1st through 3rd. Teams, you can get a free case of Evil Paint by referring a team to this exciting low-impact sport. You'll also get tips from pros, free tickets, and discounts in the PSP Chicago event. For more information, go to jtfirstshot.com.
We are back here at the action, this D1 final matchup, and actually I believe that was Stephen Bright, not Brandon Rabikoff, with that big move down there on the D side of the field. So good teamwork, him and Luigi Piranglini getting it done to put one up on the board for DC Devastation.
Yeah, it looked like they were in trouble there for a second, but able to fight back. And now here you see Revo on your screen, getting ready to break out hard towards the Dorito side. On the breakout, there goes Revo. Are they going to make it out to the corner alive? Looks back to the ref for a check. He's clean. And 5 bodies alive for DC Devastation. Revo makes a bump across and gets picked off, trying to come to the Snake Side Temple. So just 4 bodies alive now.
Yeah, 5 for DC Dev, and they have the 1-point advantage, 9:04 to go here. And they are in the pocket, heavy guns up. And then looking at Revo on your screen right now as we pan over, better field position up the center for DC Devastation, but better field position on that D side slightly for Revo as they have a player in D1. Also better field position on the Snake side. Oh, I was gonna say for Revo, but they lose that body out over here, and it was Ingram again. So Ingram gonna take the walk. Ingram played an awesome point there in that last one, came down to that 2-on-1, did all he could, but now he takes the early walk. So 3 players left alive right now for Revo. 8:27 to go. Lloyd on your screen right there, shooting towards that D side of the field, trying to stop DC Devastation from getting out there. And it looks like one of the players from DC Devastation, oh no, 2 players now, Todd, are taking the walk for DC Dev. So it's evened up, 3 bodies apiece.
That's Gino Benedicto on your screen right there, up in that can on the Dorito side, looking straight ahead. Trying to lock off that Dorito side. There you see the 3 Revo players trying to figure it out. So 3-on-3, just under 8 minutes. DC Devastation with a 1-point lead. Here comes Luigi again. Bump it over to the Snake side, and he got picked off.
Oh, it almost was a penalty, number 31 there for Revo.
Oh, so as Luigi makes his bump, Revo loses a player making the same bump, so just 2-on-2 now. Very evenly matched game here. As Revo, that's Gino Benedicto, up in Dorito 2 for DC Devastation. He head checks on the inside, makes a bump on the outside. Now he's gonna jump on the wire and see if he can get a shot in on the player in the can. Crosses the 50 and gets a shot in on Dorito 1. 2-on-1 situation right now.
Yeah, 2-on-1.
Can Gino close this game out?
It's another 2-on-1 for DC Devastation. So Lloyd doing all he can right now for Revo, and he's going to get picked off. So that's 2 2-on-1 situations that Revo has been put into. It was Ingram before, now Lloyd trying to do all he can, battling. So DC Devastation is going to put another point on the board here and try to win their first Division I title.
And Mr. Dependable out there, Stephen Bright, in the game at the end again, closing games out.
Didn't Stephen Bright used to play for, did he play for Infamous for a little while? What did he play?
Arsenal.
Arsenal, that's it. Yeah, so as a slight chill has headed into the air here in the afternoon, let's see how that affects the paint. But right now, DC Devastation looking real solid, up 2 here against Revo, 6 minutes and 47 seconds to go. And such a great success story through the divisional ranks. But that's why we like watching these games, man. Who are going to be the next teams that move into the Champions Division? And, you know, DC Devastation started down lower in the divisions, and slowly but surely, it takes time, it takes effort, and a lot of resources. But, you know, it's possible. So right now, and looking in the pits, there's Luigi Piranglini, the captain for the team, getting cleaned off. You know.
I'm doing everything I can.
Yeah. So, and he was one of the members of the team that was able to pull that to pull that victory off, or that point victory for that first one. So you can see, you know, it's tough in the pits, man. You're coming in, you're getting in, you got coaches in your ear, you got dudes cleaning you off. You know, you're trying to focus on what you need to do there, hearing game plans, and then also talking to your teammates to see what's working out there. So
there's Revo right there trying to get it together. They still have a lot of time here in this game. It's 2-0 in favor of DC Devastation. So here's DC Dev coming on the field right now. There's Luigi again.
You know, it's crazy, like Steve Rabakoff's helping us up here. He's running the GI booth, and he's coaching DC Devastation.
Steve Rabakoff is everywhere. He's coaching, he's commentating, running the booth.
It's kind of like you, running your booth, up here commentating, coaching down there.
Yeah.
I'd still trade you guys jobs, though.
Are you kidding? Everybody wants to be Manny Marco.
Hey, come and get it. So here we go. Oh!
Ingram getting a major penalty. Going to be 2 players pulled. That is going to be a good thing for DC Devastation as they look to come out here on the Snake side. Did he lose a body? Nope. They still got that body alive. Coming down here into Snake 1, turning around, going straight into the Snake 50, but getting shot in the harness. Brandon Rabakoff got a little too greedy right there, gave a body away. 2 bodies left alive for Revo, that's it. How are they going to attack this? Brandon Rabikoff with an unnecessary bump, and then DC Devastation gets a minor penalty. So going from 5-on-3 to a 2-on-1 now. DC Devastation.
So this
just
is
Swanson out there by himself now.
Todd, this is the opportunity right now for Revo. They have 2 players left alive. 1 for DC Devastation. So now the script has flipped. Instead of a 2-on-1 for DC Devastation, Revo's got the 2-on-1 advantage here. Let's see if Swanson can get it done. For DC Devastation.
Yeah,
Revo now pushing up the field. Gonna try to spread that field out wide here. As wide as they possibly can. Nice job coming over a little bit towards the snake. Still not looking at him. He's gonna get a shot on his back here in a second. He's got to at least head check this side. Now he comes over right into a ball. So here comes Revo, coming within 4 minutes and probably about 40 seconds by the time he hangs this flag. So it's Frank who's gonna hang it up, number 31 for Revo. And you know, also, and we were talking about how Todd, DC Devastation is one of those divisional success stories getting to D1. Revo, same thing. You know, Revo slowly but surely made their way up the ranks and now playing for the championship here at the Mid-Atlantic Open against DC Devastation and pulling within 1, so it's close. 4 minutes and 41 seconds to go here. I personally would love to see some more one-on-ones if that was possible. We did get to the one-on-ones in that last game, but Rack City just handled it.
Yeah,
it wasn't even close.
Really quickly too, right there.
Yeah, so let's go down to Lauren Kelly at the award ceremony.
All right, I am standing down here in Revo's pit with Henry Sense. Henry, you guys are down 1 point. This is a little bit of a rivalry match. You practice on the same field. How were you guys feeling coming into this one?
We were feeling really good. We were practicing really hard and, grinding points out with every practice. It was back and forth the whole time, but right now we're just getting some penalties and getting shot out of our key spots, what we shouldn't be doing. I think we just came out a little flat, and I think we're picking it up now.
All right, well, it is 2-1 right now. DC Devastation is up 1 point, but we'll see if Revo can tie it up. Thank you.
Definitely picking it up that last point. Looking at Revo on your screen, 3 players getting ready to roll here. And
the sun comes back out again.
The sun comes back out, and instantly it gets about 5 degrees warmer. Well, these clouds are moving.
Who keeps messing with the thermostat?
Well, it's like we always say that, the assembly of a paintball tournament anywhere in the world is basically a rain dance. It's like a Sioux rain dance. So there's Revo on your screen in the red jerseys. Frank getting ready to roll on that D side for Revo. 4:41 to play. 2-1 is the score. DC Devastation on the left. Let's see on this breakout who is going to take the advantage. And looking behind DC Devastation, looks like 5 bodies for them. Doubling up those back 2 bunkers. Same breakout over here for Revo. Doubling up and trying to, you see how they split those lanes. That way you get the maximum ability. But Todd, Revo able to get out wide even against DC Devastation's guns over here snake side.
Yeah, here comes DC Devastation making a bump into the snake, makes it in there alive. And then Brandon Rabikoff makes a bump up the center, then across to that wing on the snake side. And there you can see the spread for Revo right there as a body gets up and turns around and walks off the field. That's Mike Baker for Revo. He comes walking off. 4 bodies alive left for them now. There you see snake side corner, snake side temple, snake side can, and the Dorito side tower. Trying to fight out of that swamp.
Revo had better field position over here on the snake side, but they have allowed DC Devastation to let Gino Benedicto coast into the snake. DC Devastation also has a player right next to him, inside. They still are doubled up in that back bunker though. Looking at Revo on your screen.
There'll be a happy Rabakov household. Brandon Rabakov can get a win, and Justin Rabakov can get a win playing later in the Champions Finals for Edmonton Impact.
Absolutely.
Taking on San Diego Dynasty.
Yeah, but the time is starting to tick off here in this game. 2 minutes and 47 seconds. So Todd, yeah, absolutely. If DC Devastation could hold off the onslaught here of Revo, Revo, they're at the disadvantage. They've lost a body, and now, and they're gonna lose another one. A stand-up Temple just head checked right out into a Cyclops ball.
Yeah.
So is that Frank taking the walk? I think that is Frank taking the walk. Oh, but Luigi Piranglini gets shot out. So Luigi takes the walk. DC Devastation. All they got to do is just suck it up for the next 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Brandon Rabakov working the inside. Stephen Bright and Sam Haynes still alive over there on the Dorito side for DC Devastation. Revo's got 3 bodies, one over here in the Snake side can, Snake 1 in the Snake corner. Sam Haynes just got that Snake side on lock right now out of that Dorito side tower, sending a ton of paint in on Jonathan Hartman in Snake 1. Keegan Ingram and Chris Lloyd really need to try and do something to help him out. But it's gonna be tough, and Gino Benedicto and Brandon Rabakov over here on the Snake side, isolating him in that can. He's gonna have to win a gun battle if they're gonna be able to make a move. Just Sam Haynes putting paint on Jonathan Hartman. If Jonathan Hartman can wrap around, put some paint back in on Haynes, and Haynes lets Benedicto know. He gives Haynes a head check.
Under a minute now, Todd. 58 seconds to play. So look for Revo. They have to push forward. They have 3 bodies. All of those 3 bodies over here on the Snake side of the field. They have a player in Snake 1. They do not have much time to work with. They have no choice. They have to push into the 4 guns of DC Devastation. DC Devastation's in good position right now. I think that's Brandon Rabakov right by Gino Benedicto.
And just as they come off their guns, Revo makes that move back to the tower, but he's got to keep going forward. And Ingram, or Hartman, just at the back of the Snake, and oh, there he goes.
He tried to spread the field, make something happen over there towards the D side, not able to do it. And now Brandon Rabakov is hunting towards this flag. He's going to pass the 50-yard line and run down one of the last players left alive before he gets taken out, and that is going to seal the deal. And it looks like DC Devastation is going to take the victory here in a very close game, 2-1 as time expires. So nice job by DC Devastation, taking down Revo.
I feel like it was this tournament last year when we saw DC Devastation win by one-on-ones.
Yeah, and Brandon Rabakov, one of the heroes of the day.
Yeah, so DC Devastation able to repeat MAO victories. There's Luigi Piergalini on your screen with the rest of the DC Devastation boys. Brandon Rabakov. Swanson.
D1, baby.
Yeah, so man, nice work
Sam Haynes
by the boys from DC Devastation as they are going to take this victory here. Then they are starting their chant.
free paint.
The free paint chant. So congratulations to DC Devastation as they take the victory here against Revo. You know, Revo though, man, they're going to be in the hunt. Close game, Todd. You know, really close game. 2 evenly matched squads, and apparently, you know, they practice against each other. So they knew when you get 2 teams that practice each other, and they know what's going to happen, and they know how each guy plays. You're going to get those close games. So next up, we have Moscow Red Legion going to be taking on Houston Heat in the Challengers Division final. Both of those 2 teams already in the Champions Division, but in the Challengers Division, we've got to find out, you know, who looks really good heading into this next event in Chicago. Who are you picking in that one, Houston Heat or Moscow?
I don't know. They said it was a really close game earlier, and I don't know. I might have to go with Houston Heat on this one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with Houston Heat too, though I am looking forward to seeing how well that those French players from the Tauntauns play for their new team, Moscow Red Legion, because I think those guys are really good, and I think they're going to give Houston Heat a game. So that's the game coming at you guys next, so stick around. We'll be right back with that one. And then after that, the game that everyone is waiting for, Edmonton Impact, will be taking on San Diego Dynasty to see who is going to win this tournament. But before we take a short break, let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I am standing here with Brandon Rabakoff and Sam Haynes from DC Devastation. They just won first place in D1. Guys, this is your second tournament in D1. How does it feel to win first place?
Man, it feels amazing to jump up from D2 from last year and D3 the year before to win a D1 event, only our second tournament. We're doing big things with our team right now, and I can agree that all of us, we love it.
Yeah, you guys played incredible. What were you feeling in those last 30 seconds? The clock was ticking down and you knew you could win. What were you feeling?
Honestly, I was kind of scared. I really just wanted to hide. And so that's all I did. I just hid and shot at him, and luckily it came out into our favor. So.
Well, congratulations, guys. That was an awesome match. Stay tuned. We have Heat versus Russians coming up for first place.
They weren't on me, but he tried to jump over the tubes on the snake, and he caught his back foot.